If you're broke, bored, and tired of your 9 to 5 job, I've come up with some ways that you can make $1,000 plus a week without spending anything. No crypto, no drop shipping, no guru BS, just straight hustle and determination. If you have a phone and a brain, then you can do it. For the last year, I've decided, how can I make cash? How can I make money from nothing? Is there ways that I can explore to bring in income on the side without having to spend anything? And these methods that I'm gonna give you worked a treat. I made thousands of dollars and I did almost no work. It was like stealing almost. Wherever you are in the world, there will be a system like this in place. I know they do it in America, in Europe, in Australia they definitely do it. There will be curbside pickups. What this is people will put out on the side of the road the stuff they deem as rubbish. Things they don't want anymore, over clutter, things they got for Christmas that they've never used, all sorts of stuff. And they'll put it out on the side of the road and a big truck will come around, collect all that stuff, smash it up and take it to the rubbish tip. This is a gold mine. The things they put in these piles, some of it is so good. They will put TVs, electronics that still work, vintage clothes, antiques, all sorts of things. I've even found jewelry in these. With a little basic knowledge and a vehicle, any vehicle really, you can use a car, could be small. Preferably if you have a ute, you'll fit a lot more stuff in there, or a small trailer. Anything like that is really good for this little money grab. You can even walk to these places. You can walk there, you can use a trolley, whatever you can find, you can use, and you will still make a decent chunk of money. What you need to do is figure out in your area where and what time these rubbish collections are gonna happen. And from there, you can just pick the suburbs that you're gonna go to. I always used to hit 1 or 2 suburbs at a time. You can come up with your car, your van, and you'll just drive around the streets and you'll see the piles of this rubbish on the sides of the road. You can scour through these piles because now they're on public territory. They're all free for you to look through. Bear in mind, if you are a little bit shy and nervous and you don't really like to go out and snoop through rubbish and stuff like that, 1, don't be a pussy, it's easy and fun. 2, you can do it at the dead of night. I used to come at night, not make any noise, have my head torch on, and I would just sift through piles and have a good time. It's actually really fun once you get into it. You'll be so surprised how addictive it becomes when you find treasures, because I'm telling you now, you will find so many treasures. I started off, typically I would go in the early afternoon and then go all through the night. Honestly, it sounds like it's gonna be a lot, but really, for a few hours, you get a big profit return. Go around at night. Now you'll easily distinguish a crap pile, which is literally just rubbish and bullshit, and a good pile. You'll know this, I'm guaranteeing, as soon as you start looking through the stuff, you will find things and be like, what the heck, what is this doing here? Like I would find full-on vintage TVs, like full working, big, those old school, big, dense TVs. They sold for like $200 a piece, and they all worked because people just throw them out because they're old and outdated. People even throw out brand new TVs because they got a bigger, better TV that year. And sometimes they'll be in boxes with everything in the box saying working written on it. I've sold a TV for $700 that I picked up for free. Things to look out for are things like TVs, like I just said. You could find cords, adapters, things for laptops. They sell so easy. Laptops themselves, people again throwing out outdated laptops. Any sort of nice looking cooking ware, electrical cooking ware. Hell, you could sell jugs, kettles. I've sold so many kettles, it's not funny. Yeah, you make like $10, $15 off a kettle, but if you sell 10 of those kettles, it's a lot of money. You can find all sorts of stuff. Vintage clothing. I've sold so many leather jackets that people threw out from their nanas or their aunties or whatever, and they just put it out there on the side of the road, and it's hundreds of dollars just sitting there. Make sure you really get a good look at the piles you're deciding to look at. You will be blown away. I've found gold necklaces, gold bracelets that I sold for $800. I even found a pool heater for heating an outdoor swimming pool on the side of a road. I took it home, I plugged it in, it worked immaculately. I sold it for $1,000. This is a no bullshit, no joke way to make a decent amount of cash, and you will literally only need to spend a few hours a week collecting these items. And now you think, oh, but what am I gonna do with these items? It's just gonna sit around. This is so easy. It's like when I tell you these things, it's just like common sense. It's so easy to do. You just take the things that you think yourself that are cool. Look for things you would want and make sure they work when you get home. That's it. You don't have to test them there. You just load up, take them home, test everything out at home. Yes, you'll get a few things that are buggered and they don't work. Just take them to the tip. The ones that do work, put them to the side. Clean them, make them look really good, take photos of them, and then you just have things like Facebook Marketplace. That's maybe thousands of dollars selling secondhand items on Facebook Marketplace. You can just load up on listings. They might ban you after maybe like 200 listings, but man, you can get 200 listings out on Facebook Marketplace and make thousands of dollars. It's so easy. You do that, and what I used to do is once a week, I would host a garage sale. So you take all your items, you test all these items out, make sure they're working well, and then you put them out on the side of your street, post on Facebook Marketplace about a garage sale, the date, time to show up. You make a couple of signs and you post them up around the streets, and you just watch people come in and just give you money for things you got for free. This is a way that you will make thousands of dollars, and you will only spend your fuel money. Is that not ridiculous? How come more people aren't doing this, you might ask? I don't know, because people are stupid. And people would rather just go to work and work a normal job. You could literally do this and not even have to work a normal job. And on top of that, the cool thing about the rubbish pickups is the cash you make, which is cash in hand, is cash that is tax-free because you are selling items that you no longer need. Very easy win. This is really just the laziest foolproof way to make money. It's not some online stuff. I'm not trying to get you to fill out a course, or I'm not trying to get you to dropship anything. I'm not trying to show you ways that you can hustle and make money online and all this phony stuff. This is an actual proven way to go and make money. Yes, it takes some balls to just actually go out there and explore a little bit and see it for yourself, but I am actually promising you, once you do it once and you see that it works, you're gonna be like, what? This is actually so silly that people throw this stuff away. It's mind-boggling. You will honestly make money in your hand from doing this. You can even take it a step further. eBay is the place to be. You can just use the same photos, same descriptions or whatnot that you've used on your marketplace. You make an eBay store, and now you're not just selling to the community around you. You can send these products all over Australia, all over the world, and you just get money for it. It is so easy. I used eBay after figuring out, wow, this is such a stupid way to make money. I'm gonna make an eBay. I made an eBay. I've made over $7,000 in the space of 6 months from doing nothing. In fact, just from having fun. I went out and scavenged. It was like a mission. You go on a night mission and you just look for goodies and you look for golden trinkets, and it's so much fun. And you'll just get addicted to it. You won't even want to go home. It'll be 2 a.m. in the morning. You're like, oh shit, I gotta go back home now. It's that much fun. You're gonna get into it and you're just gonna find so many cool things. I bet you a lot of you are gonna message me now or comment, oh my God, I found this and I found that. I'm telling you, there's so much cool stuff out there people throw away. If you hit the rich suburbs, you're just gonna find the best stuff. You'll find gold, you'll find the best TVs, you'll find Xbox. Another one that sells really good that you should keep an eye for is DVDs. Make sure they're not overly scratched. You find a bunch of DVDs, you can sell those for $4 a DVD on eBay, and you will make a lot of money from that. It's the easiest way to make money. And this brings me to my next foolproof way of making money. Again, this is so easy, a toddler could do it. You're already out there, you're already finding stuff, selling stuff, you've got a gist for what sells. This is where you step it up a notch. Now you can go, and I'm guaranteeing everybody in the world has one of these sites and places to go. You can go and find abandoned storage units that are getting auctioned off, which could be full of goodies. I know people do this for an actual living, so I know for sure it works. And I have dabbled hard in this aspect. We have a site in Australia called ibidonstorage.com. That's the only site in Australia where you can find people auctioning off the storage units. I'm sure in America and Europe, there's many different sites that you can click on and go look through storage units to buy, and that's it. It's so easy. You scroll through the site, looking through the photos, you see a storage unit that is filled with good stuff. You make sure that it's not overpriced, because you will find a lot of them hike up the prices and they're not worth buying. But you will come across so many storage units that have really good stuff in them for next to nothing. An example is, I found a storage unit and it was $80. I purchased that storage unit for $80, and it turned out to be completely filled with vintage antique furniture, and I'm talking immaculate handcrafted wooden couches from Victorian times, that sort of thing. I sold those couches for like $5,000 and I paid $80 for the storage unit. That's all you need to do is find them. There's so many out there. Usually it's just people haven't paid for their storage, so the actual storage facility says we really need this storage space back because we're not making money on it anymore. They give it to the site and the site will auction off that storage unit, and whatever belongs inside the storage unit will go in that auction. Sometimes you'll find cars, motorbikes, boats. There's so many things that get auctioned off, and if you get in at the right time, you can take these things for next to nothing. And that is perfect, easy money. You go in, take the stuff out the storage unit, you take it home, you take photos of it, and again, you blast it on Marketplace, you put it on eBay, and you watch the dollars come in. And this is no bullshit. This is anybody can do it. If you have a phone with some connection, you can purchase any of these storage units, and that is also a lot of fun, especially if you get into like a little bidding war or something like that. I was in a bidding war against another gentleman for a warehouse packaging unit, which is a huge machine that wraps parcels and stuff inside a warehouse. He outbidded me. He got it for $400. Those things are worth $90,000. Imagine the profit margin he just got off a $400 spend, and has to take his truck there to pick up this large machine, and he would have sold that to a warehouse for who knows how much money. This is such an easy way to make money. And that brings me on to another easy way to make money. This one ties into all of these as well. Not only can you go out and find things for free, you can also find things for free on Marketplace. If you type in on Marketplace free items, ads will pop up for people just wanting to get rid of stuff. It could be cabinetry, it could be couches, TVs, all that sort of thing. You'll have less success looking for free things on Marketplace than you would going out and actually picking up the free stuff off the side of the road. But this is another great option to just find free stuff around you and collect it and sell it. Not only Marketplace, but if you're ready to get out there and actually find this stuff and make money, I really recommend you go to garage sales around your area. And also another really good one is deceased estates. It's a touchy subject because somebody in the family has passed away. Typically, when somebody in the family has passed away, a lot of them just want to get rid of that extra clutter and the stuff that brings back the sad memories. And so they'll have a deceased estate sale, which is like a big garage sale where you go in and they just have all the stuff there for next to nothing. I've had deceased estates where I brought hundreds of vintage car magazines and I brought them all for $5. I sold those vintage magazines for $10 a pop. Some of them even sold for $40 on eBay. So think about that. You pay someone $5 and you end up making a couple grand from it. It's absolutely ridiculous. People give away old tools that for next to nothing. You can buy lawnmowers for next to nothing. Hell, even vintage cars in these deceased estates go for almost nothing. If you're a little bit handy and you can fix up a few things, this is a great place for you to start making a decent chunk of money on the side. All of these things, they all tie into one another. And this is not anything fancy. This isn't any new thing. This isn't something that's going to take you analyzing charts and using your brain. All you have to do is have the can-do attitude and go out and actually put it into action. If you act upon it, you can go out there starting right now and you can make $1,000 a week so easy. There really is no excuse for you not to be able to make money. Any of you can do this and any of you can make money from this. Stop searching on Google how to make money fast, how to make money online. Watch this and use it now. I'm living proof that this here makes money. Everybody has a phone. Everybody's got Facebook these days. If you don't have a Facebook, make one. It takes 10 minutes. Start posting this stuff on Marketplace. This stuff is so easy and efficient that you can even scale it into a full-on business, which I ended up doing, but I'll get into that in a different video. For now, go out and print some cash.